Furthermore, this week in the NFL preseason, I want to talk about like an interesting take I saw that Dan Patrick had the other day. So he was talking about Anthony Richardson, and he was asking the question, is he a bust, or is the pick in that situation a bust? And initially I thought to myself like, oh, he must be copying, he must be like trying so hard not to put any of the blame on Richardson himself and his poor play. But then I realized like this is actually an interesting point, because where you get picked is going to determine how soon you play and how ready you are to play. Which is why I also think like everyone who's upset that Shedeur Sanders isn't starting should actually be happy, because if you think about it, if you think he's really that good, and hey, I do think he does have a ton of potential. I'm not sure like if he's ready just yet, but don't forget that Aaron Rodgers had to sit behind Brett Favre, and then he became one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. He learned from him, then he became one of the best quarterbacks in our current game. So now Shedeur Sanders gets to sit behind Joe Flacco, who I happen to like a lot. But the whole thing is, otherwise you end up with the whole Anthony Richardson situation, where you get labeled a bust after like 1 or 2 years, and yet he's still younger than like so many other QBs. And hey, I'm not saying whether he is or isn't a bust, Richardson. I don't think he's played well. He's not a very accurate passer, but like he's like an incredible athlete. But the question is, did he get put in a bad situation, or is it like a little bit of both? But of course, that's sports, that's football, it's a game of inches, and the situation you're in and like the opportunity you have matters. So whether it's right or wrong, that's what happened to him. Now, having said that, like if he does continue to work on himself and like work in his game, his career doesn't have to be over. Hence what happened to Geno Smith. He resurrected his career like 8 or 10 years like into his career. So it doesn't have to end right now.